Hey everybody.
Hi.
Tired Life Ollie Style. Just want to do a fairly quick introduction about our upcoming trip, or trip that we're currently involved in. So we set out from South Carolina, where we live, with going out on a 6-week trip. We've really never done this before, actually, since we've done this one time before when we first bought this rig. We've had this rig for quite some time. When we first bought it, we went out cross country from New York to California.
Right.
All right. So this is our first big trip, and we are trying to utilize some new programs that we've joined. One is Harvest Host, and the other is Boondockers Welcome.
And Passport America?
Oh, Passport America.
Passport America is another one that we'll discuss with you guys. So all of these are ways to save money while you're camping and not stay at traditional campgrounds or even at state parks. These are ways that you can literally pay nothing.
Right.
So that's up our alley.
Yep. Well, you pay for the membership.
Right.
And then as you go along in your travels, they're basically you pay nothing or something very minimal, which I'll explain now. So when we took off from South Carolina, our first stop was
Ocean City, Maryland, where we stayed. No, sorry. It was Myrtle Beach, South Carolina, where we stayed at Apache Family Campground. Very nice.
Very nice, right on the beach. Yep.
But you're compacted. When I tell you compacted, it's almost like you're at a parking lot. Like it's one after another. Nice thing about our site was we were one site away from the beach, which I loved. Yep. So that was very nice.
Very close to the heart of Myrtle Beach. So if you're going to the Myrtle Beach area, Apache Family Campground is a good place to go.
It's a nice place to go. Just understand that it's very close quarters.
Second stop we made was at her dad's house, her mom and dad's house, in
North Carolina. And we had a bit of a family reunion. So my brother from upstate came. I have a brother and sister that also live in North Carolina, pretty close to my parents. We all got together and got to see all the kids and all the nieces and nephew. I have a new nephew that was just born in May, so it was sweet to see him and everybody. The ones that are getting bigger, smaller, and all in between. It was good to see everybody. So that was a lot of fun. Here we go. All right, see y'all. Have a good. Thank you. We'll call y'all soon. Okay. Bye. Okay. All right. Oh, and my grandma got to see grandmother.
All right. So then from there, we moved on and we went to
our first Harvest Host.
First Harvest Host in Virginia.
Yes.
And it was called Battleground Country Store.
Yes.
Our very first Harvest Host. Glad it was our first Harvest Host because it was outstanding. Yeah. The place was easy in, easy out.
Electrical hookups if you wanted it.
Right, if you want electrical hookups, they had it. I think, don't quote me, but I think it was only like a 20 amp, so you could run your lights or a refrigerator or something. I don't know if you could run your AC off it or not. But he also doesn't mind you using a generator. Right, you can use a generator. So you can use a generator if you want to. And speaking of that, on our way up here, our onboard generator has an issue. We tried to get it fixed. The guy can get it fixed, but he needed more time, so we were going out on the road. I said, you know what, forget it. So we actually picked up a portable generator from Camping World, and then we used that once we got to Battleground Campground. So it kind of worked out really, really well.
But Battleground Campground, if you haven't heard of it, look it up. We're going to put a link into it.
Yeah, it's not Battleground Campground, it's Battleground Country Store.
Sorry, Country Store. Yes,
I said the same thing, I think.
And I followed you. Yep. So anywho, they have these ice cream sundaes that they are known for. They're built upon. So they're sundaes, but if you order, say, a chocolate sundae, a brownie sundae, it has a piece of brownie, whipped cream, a piece of cake, and whatever else on top. The sundaes are like this big. They are huge. We didn't get any sundaes that day because we were just tired and full, but we did partake in their sandwiches inside because they offer food inside as well, and we got their crab cake special. Crab cakes were like this big, and you got 2 of them on a bun. I could only eat 1 crab cake, not even the bun. And it was 2 crab cakes, bacon, lettuce, and tomato.
With a remoulade sauce and Old Bay seasoning.
On a brioche bun. Yep. He, however, ate the whole darn thing.
But I did take one patty off. I can only eat it with one because it was just too much. And then the other crab cake patty I just ate with a regular fork.
Yeah.
But it was delicious, absolutely. So definitely recommend if you're going through the Virginia area, like it was around in the Culpeper area. Yeah.
No, I thought it was Fredericksburg.
But it was Culpeper. It was right there at the Culpeper exit. So
but it's definitely Fredericksburg because I have a friend that lives there.
Yeah, but remember my cousin used to live there, and I got to say, oh, this is Culpeper.
I know.
Culpeper,
but it's Fredericksburg.
Whatever. Okay, so if you're in that area, that's a great place to stop if you are a member of Harvest Host.
And the owner came out and talked to Everett, which I thought was very nice.
He did. He's really, really nice guy, really friendly, really accommodating. Loves you. He was telling me they usually have somebody there like every day. RVers. There were 2 other RVers when we were there, so that was pretty cool. And they were very, very friendly. You know, they it was great. You know, common ground RVers talk. So yeah, it was pretty cool. So the next step, the next leg of the trip, we went
That was Ocean City, Maryland.
Yes,
that was Ocean City. So Ocean City has a few campgrounds, and they were all booked up tight. Nothing available. There was one a little off, a little out of the normal area, and I think that was in Berlin, if I'm not mistaken, and that was called
the one that we stayed at.
Yeah.
Oh, Island
Resort Family Campground.
Yeah.
So it was a nice campground, and I think we're going to start doing a rating system, like maybe 4 stars or something. And if I'm going to do a rating system, I'm going to give them 2 stars. It wasn't horrible. It was decent. It was clean and well kept, but they had a lot of rules. I wouldn't say they were overly friendly. And it was just okay. You know, it was an okay place to stay.
And for those of you RVers out there that like to fly a drone like I do, no drone flying. Now, the place was gorgeous, it was beautiful. Nice, huge lake. We could have got some great aerial shots, but they said they don't allow drones.
Yeah. So again, they had a lot of rules. No scooters, no drones, no this, no that.
They do allow golf carts and electric or gas powered, which was kind of shocking to me that they didn't allow, you know, electric or battery powered scooters. Yeah. Which is what we have, so we couldn't use those either.
Right. So again, I mean, if you don't have any place else to stay and you're going to Ocean City, Maryland, that's an okay place to stay. It's okay. And then after that, so we went on to our first Boondockers.
Boondockers Welcome.
And love it. Love it, love it, love it. We are in Levitts. And I don't know if I'm saying that properly.
I think it's Lidditz. But I'll double check and put a little caption down below.
Yeah, because it's
Lidditz, Pennsylvania,
and it's about 20 minutes from Lancaster. Yep. Beautiful area, nice people. They have water and electric hookups. They call themselves
Nothing Fancy,
which is the opposite of what they are. They're everything fancy.
Gorgeous house.
Beautiful area, nice neighborhood, very welcoming.
They have 50 amp hookup
and water.
Which is great. And with Boondockers Welcome, they generally don't ask for any, well, some do, some don't ask for donations if they have hookups or water for you. Here, they don't want anything, but I'm going to try to give them something anyway. I don't want to mooch stuff off of their electricity.
No, and they're just so nice.
And they're very nice
just
people.
So nice. Yeah, so we're going to do a little something.
Yeah, so here they have a 50 amp hookup if you have a 50 amp rig, which we do. But he does tell you need an extension cord. I had a 30 amp extension cord. It's not overly hot here in Pennsylvania in July, so I figured I would just use my 30 amp extension cord. We get here, we hook it all up. It's about 6 to 7 feet short. So we ran to the local Walmart real quick, and I bought another 30 amp extension cord. Had plenty of cord for that, hooked it up. It's great. So you need a 50 amp that reduces down to 30 if you have a 30 amp rig, or if you're only going to use 30 amp cord on your 50 amp. If that makes sense. Okay, so a 50 amp that reduces to 30, and then your extension cord, and then you have to be able to plug back into your 50 amp cord, or just hook it up to your 30 amp cord if you have a 30 amp. But it works great, works beautiful.
And we are surrounded by beautiful hills and valleys of this mountains country. I mean, the scenery is absolutely beautiful. We're going to show you some of it in this video, but absolutely beautiful. So really happy to be here and really enjoy it. We've been to Lancaster a few times, but not this area, so this is nice.
So then our next step from here, we're actually in typical Ollie style fashion. I know she's gonna say I waited to the last minute, and pretty much I did. But we're going to the family reunion after this, and I don't want to drive the RV into New York because in New York, the roads have a lot of potholes, bumpy. The tolls are ridiculously high, and I know we can say this without insulting any New Yorkers because we are New Yorkers, native New Yorkers.
Been there, done that.
And we know this going in. So I said, well, we'll stop in Pennsylvania, we'll store the RV, and then we'll just drive the car over into New York.
Right.
But didn't realize it'd be very hard to try to find a storage spot. So now it's the last day. Tomorrow we're going into New York, and we're panicking because we have no place to store the RV. We're calling all around to storage units, storage places, facilities, indoor, outdoor. We're calling campgrounds. Excuse me. Luckily, we found one. It was called Sills Campground.
Who found it?
You found it. All right. So we found it, and it's $10 a day, which is great.
Right.
And so we're going to take it there tomorrow morning, drop it off, and then we'll be on our way. We'll come back and pick it up, and we'll be on our way. So that kind of worked out right there.
Yeah.
And then from there, after that, then we're going to be continuing. We're supposed to go into Canada.
Yeah, we're supposed to go into Canada, but they won't open up their borders. So they're not opening up till August, mid-August, I'm hearing, maybe even September. So we're going to have to reroute, and that's okay because that just adds a lot of fun. I like planning anyway. So while we're at the family reunion, I'm going to sit down and go on RV trip visit and figure out how to reroute around it. So stay tuned for that. But we do have a lot of fun things coming up. Not only is this a travel vlog with our camping adventures, but it's also food vlog because we have about 20 different things that we're going to partake in. We've already done one, which was Hooper's Crab House in Ocean City, Maryland. So we'll show you some of that and steps along the way. I'm not going to give it all away, but there are different haunts that we enjoyed while we lived in that area in New York, and then places where we're going. So stay tuned for that. If you're a foodie and you enjoy different venues, we're going to slide those in for you too.
Yep.
And most of those are his choices, honestly.
Not gonna lie.
Most of those are him. A couple are mine, but most of those are him.
I'm a food guy. Gotta have it. All right, so that's pretty much it. We didn't want to make this too long to hear us ramble on, but this is just kind of what we have planned. So we're in week 1 of our trip. We have 5 more weeks to go. I'm gonna edit these videos. I'm trying to put them out once a week. It's kind of tough when you're constantly moving so much, but I'm gonna do my very best to kind of get them out.
I did want to say this. We are not affiliated with Boondockers, Harvest Host, nor Passport America. We're not affiliated with any of them, but so far, we want to let you know we are enjoying using those services, so we are recommending them.
Yes.
But any of those places that want to reach out, we're available. Just saying.
All right, so with that being said, I guess we'll cut it right there.
That's it, yeah. Well, now it's time for us to get to getting.
Get to getting. See ya.
See everybody.
When we wake, hear the birds and see the sun. Side by side our fears are done.
Please don't forget to hit that thumbs up if you like the video. And don't forget to subscribe.
So ring that bell to get notified of brand new content.
We know what we have, let's hold on tight.